Ladies and gentlemen, super excited, man. I could not wait, man. I had this episode right here, back again with Universal Gifted Network, man, with your boy DQ. Very happy to be here right now with one of the city's finest journalists.
Appreciate that.
One of the city's best journalists, one of the most, I would say, in tune journalists in the city, in the state for real. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to limit to just the city. He does a lot more than just work in the city. He's done a lot of work over the West Coast. He's been overseas. He's been in South America. The man is everywhere. You know what I mean? He's dedicated to this craft, and I was actually excited to do this interview because I'm actually speaking to someone more of my kind, in a sense, like, you know what I mean, because we do the same thing. But ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Kendall Hilton.
Appreciate it, brother.
My man,
Appreciate
it.
it.
I appreciate you for coming, yo. Long time we
Yeah.
together, but you know how.
When you first started, when I was in LA, and you know you did the lives, I would chime in on the live. So
Yes,
you know I'm definitely happy to see your progression in this, man. So you know I had to come bless my presence.
Hey, man, we appreciate it. Trust and believe it, we appreciate it, dog. So, man, first things first, man. What you got going on, man? And tell the people what you got going on lately and how you been. What's going on?
The Malcolm Delaney story.
Malcolm Delaney story. That's all. That's it.
That's it right
Talk
now.
about that, man. How was it making that project? What made you want to get towards that project?
So long story. You know, initially I had tickets to go to Paris. You know, me and my ex-wife now, I had a trip to Paris for her. And you know, we ended up not going, but I still had these tickets. I couldn't get my money back. So I just randomly hit Malcolm one day and was just like, bro, like, can I get some credentials? He was like, all right. And then as we kept talking, I was like, you thought about doing a documentary? He was like, that's crazy because I want to do one for this season because this probably be my last season here in Europe. So at first I thought he was saying he was retiring. I'm like, you retiring? He like, nah, it's just, you know, I don't think I'm going to be in Europe no more. So, you know, once he told me that, and I was like, all right, bet, let's do that then. And I just went over there, you know. So it kind of just happened. Like, it wasn't like it was planned. Like, you know, a lot of people ask me, like, yo, how you even do it? Like, I'm like, bro, I literally just asked him and just went over there. I had tickets, so I flew to Paris, stayed in Paris for a day, and then met up with him in Madrid. They played Real Madrid the day before his birthday. Me and his chef, we hung out in Madrid. That was a hell of a night. I missed my flight. I missed it for real. Like, I missed my flight. And then I went to Milan for the rest of the week, and just hung out in the facility. Shout out to Olympia Milano. They showed me hella love. You know, let me just do whatever I wanted for real. And that really, they're the ones that really like helped make this project come to life, I would say, because they gave me so much game footage of Malcolm. And you know, over here we don't get to see it unless it's a highlight clip on one of the, you know, accounts that be showing them overseas. But they gave me 10 games. So they gave me 10 games. They gave me his MVP game. Like, they just gave me so much content. So they kind of like really like helped push it the way it became a reality. And the access they gave me, like, that was different.
Getting to the facilities and moving around and kind of getting to know the staff and stuff.
Like, I would be up there without Malcolm. Like, it got to that point. Like, I would be in the building. I hit him like, yo, you know, you coming up here today? He was like, nah, I'll probably chill. I'm like, all right, well, I'm up here. And I just be, like, it really be like that. So, but yeah, it all just happened, man. Once I got over there, once I got the camera over there, it was just like, all right, let's tell this story. And the story just kind of came together while I was over there. And, yeah, that was it. It really just happened like that. It wasn't planned.
Kind of that's, you know, that's when they say, you know, sometimes just certain things are just ordained. It's not really certain people say things happen for a reason. Certain things just happen to happen because you put it forward. Like, you
Right.
get out there, you going over there. It's like, oh, you know what? Let me just go ahead and just throw this out there and try to see what's up with this.
Because it really was like, because it got to the point, because I knew I had these tickets and I was about to lose my money on them. So I'm like, I need to do something. So I was like, who I know overseas? So I hit up Malcolm. I hit up Stan. Cause I was gonna go when Stan was in Russia before the war. I was gonna go holler at Stan when he was over there. Who else did I hit up? Them two for sure. I forgot who else I hit up, but I know them two for sure. So that shit just came together, man.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Yeah, that joint. For somebody, I was interested in his story. I had reached out to him after I did an interview with Sean Mosley, and I was like, man, I got Dante on, I got Sean on, need you on too. You feel what I'm saying? So when I seen you was coming to the documentary, I'm like, that's good because I'm gonna get somebody that I know is gonna get the footage that we need to see, gonna ask the questions that we need to ask, even certain things that we talk. Even certain things that people will talk about like privately, you're probably gonna be able to ask them once you get over there to do something like that.
Yeah.
Spending most of the time with them and all of that stuff. How well did you know him before that?
That's the funny part. Like, me and Malcolm didn't have like we weren't like how me and Kill is.
Right.
We weren't like that. It was just we all in the basketball community, so that's how we know each other. And me personally, and I'm not speaking for him, but I think it's just the work I've done, and the fact that there's no bad energy on my name. So I think that made it easier for him to be like, yeah, I'm cool with it. Once I got over there, and then we definitely rapped, and I know more about him, he know more about me. So, but for this, man, I called Malcolm out before, like him, Dante, like that's the funny thing about it, like that's how I try to tell people, like my relationships I have with y'all, like they genuine, cause it's never a point where I can't say something to y'all,
right.
And y'all take offense to it, or y'all, get mad, or the ones that do get mad are the ones that I don't have a relationship with. So, if I say something to you, Queen, like Queen, I ain't feeling that. You ain't gonna take it to heart.
Absolutely.
You just gonna be like, all right, bet, and then you gonna go do something, and then you gonna look at it.
Let you know.
Yeah, like that's how it's always been. So it was like that with Malcolm. Like it wasn't never, like I said, it wasn't like how me and Kill is, but we just knew each other from the basketball community. But I think more so the fact that there's no bad energy on my name, the fact that Kill can vouch for me, Terry can vouch for me, all the big names in the city, they can vouch for me, and they'll put good words on my name. So I think for him it was easy to just be like, yeah, bro, like come over here, like, cause it was never, oh yo, let me think about it. It was a straight, yeah, it was like, when you coming, like it literally was like that.
That's what's up, man, and that's crazy because
he's a very reserved person. Like,
oh, absolutely, very reserved.
Like
you can't shut off. To
yeah,
certain people.
like and I understand where that come from now. And you'll I think more people, once they watch the documentary, they'll get why,
yeah.
And they'll understand like where he be coming from, as far as just how he is, because he's not a like standoffish person.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it come off that way.
The demeanor comes
Yeah,
off that way.
it come off that way. So yeah, he gave me the green light, like, yo, just come over, like let me know when you coming, what you need, I got you, so
I feel like with Malcolm too is like, if you show half of that, if you 9 times out of 10, he's been heard that so many times, like I'm coming this dude, so I want to come do that, but 9 times out of 10 dudes be like, they don't follow through with it. So for you to get on that plane and fly over there, you know what I'm saying, is doing that was something that he probably was looking forward to. You see what I'm saying?
When I was over there, so when I got over there, it was his birthday, so it was around his birthday, and he straight up told me, he was like, bro, like I don't think this many people has been here, because there was a couple other people he had out there with him, from Atlanta. He was like, this many people haven't been out here since I've been in Europe. It was a good probably 7 of us. He was like, that's the most it's ever been since he's been in Europe. He's been in Europe for 10 years.
Yeah.
He's like, I done told dudes all the time, like, yo, just come over. Nobody never show up.
Yeah.
So, I definitely do think he appreciate the fact that I just flew over there. And it's not like I asked for anything. Yo, can I stay? Nope. Everything paid for all my shit.
Yeah.
Like, so,
sure.
But he definitely like showed love and looked out. Like he a good dude, man. He definitely a good dude.
Oh, that's what's up, man. So staying on that accord a little bit, is that kind of what you're most excited for people to see in this documentary? What is the most exciting thing you're ready for people to see on the documentary? Would you think is that just showing that side of him, or is it something specifically that you?
For me personally, it's I want people to see my storytelling ability. You know, I think I've done a good job at it with just putting together the Brunson games. Like the way I put those games together, you kind of like I don't put no scores, I don't do nothing, but you still can follow the game. You still know what's going on, no matter what, you know, no matter how it is. So doing the Brunson games was like practice. I already knew in my mind, in the back of my mind, I was like, yo, I'm gonna start doing docs one day. Like I already knew, I just didn't know when. So I would do the Brunson games as if I'm putting together a documentary. So the way the games are set up is just to tell us. It's like wrestling. Right. It's just like wrestling. Wrestling is probably the greatest form of storytelling. So that's what I'm most excited about for people to see is just my storytelling ability and how I can put a story together. And you know, the mixes. I put mixes on here. So it's like, yeah, y'all gonna see a fan art mix on an actual movie. So as far as what I want people, I'm most excited about for people to see about him. I would say the basketball, cause Malcolm can go, bro. like I ain't gonna lie to you. Like the footage they sent me, I'm like, he 10, 12 years in, and he's literally probably top 10 player over there, without question. You know, maybe you can even go top 5. I'm just saying top 10 just because I'm not that deep in the Euro basketball, you know. But it's not a lot of guys over there better than him. He can definitely play. He should be in the NBA. Like the way he played, the demeanor towards the game, the calm, the understanding, all of that. That he has that, like, without question. There's no reason why he's not in the NBA. But that's another thing. I would say that, like, people will get to understand why he don't chase the league no more. Okay. Like you'll get to understand that a whole lot better.
I was hoping that you asked. I mean, I know you was going to.
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot of the questions I want to know. So
you'll definitely get to see that. Like we didn't spend much time talking about the NBA, right. But you're gonna understand why he doesn't spend much time talking about the NBA.
I mean, it's kind of hard with all that money, huh? But yeah, we're going to get to that another time.
You're going to understand, like, oh, yeah, you don't need to play in the league. You good. Right. Like, so, like, yeah, you definitely going to get to understand the decisions behind, like, why he spent the last decade over there. Because he a legend over there.
Absolutely.
No question.
So we talked about that part now. What was the hardest part for you about making this documentary? Because you know, as going through these situations, you put these videos together. There's a lot that goes into it. We talked about the flight, we talked about this and all of that. But what was the hardest part about making this doc?
Nothing was hard about Europe. Europe was just an experience. Like I missed my flight. I lost my phone. I was in Milan for a whole week with no phone. That's his birthday night. Yeah, that footage I put up with Shorty, yeah, that was the night I lost my phone.
Yeah, I can believe that.
That was the night I lost my phone. I'll give people the story for that. So basically what happened was, after a night of I try to still be, you know, I'm professional mode. But after a while, you know, once you hear the main subject tell you, yo, put the camera away. Like, have fun. I'm putting the camera away. So, camera good. I made sure the camera good. So, the night ending, and, you know, you're in Europe. You're in Italy.
Absolutely.
I'm in Italy.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
But with that, I'm using my phone with Google Translator. My drunk ass, I give her the phone. I said something. She about to put a number in my phone. I walk away. Literally walked away, grabbed my coat, got in the car, and then something hit me. Was like, yo, where your phone? She gone.
No idea. Man.
Never seen her again.
It will never see her. Never see her.
The crazy part is, shout out to my man Ben Bentel. So, Ben, that was my teammate. So he let me stay at his crib. that night. After we left the club. So the next morning, did the track my iPhone. Found the iPhone. It was at a apartment building, right across the street from the police station.
Oh my God.
Mind you, we can't figure out which unit it's in though.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just in the building. So I'm just like, bro, what? Like, I watched that phone for the whole week I was there. The phone never moved.
Never moved.
I was like, ain't this like so? But Europe went hard. The logistics after Europe is when things was like, all right, this is like more than what I anticipated. Type of like just the editing, the cost, just to make sure it come out right. You know, this is a real movie. Like this is an official movie. Yeah, just that stuff. Like that was the hard part, especially when you doing like I was a one man show a little bit. So, you know, I had people that were helping me do like graphics and shout out to my guy Bezo, my man Brendan, my young boy. He did the red cover, the cover with he did that one. So yeah, other than that, I didn't really have many people helping me put it together. So sitting in front of that screen for it took me about 4 months to edit and about seven cuts. So during those 7 cuts, man, that shit was hours and hours and hours and what made it worse while I was over there, mind you, life still going on, you know, going through a divorce. You know, while I was over there, my cousin died, had a heart attack.
Sorry, rest in peace, bro.
Yeah, and you know, it was going through all that. That really shook me up because I talked to him. I was with him the night before I went to Europe, and we was talking every day while I was over there. But I lost my phone. 2 days later, he died. But nobody told me, you know. I just let my mother and my sister know, like, look, I'm good. Don't worry about me. I'll see y'all when I get back. So as soon as I got back, when I got off the, literally, my mother picked me up from the airport. I got off the plane, and she just told me, like, yeah, Kevin had a heart attack. I'm like, what? You lying? Like, as soon as I got off the plane. So I'm like on this high, like, yeah, I just killed it. Got all this footage, you know, connections made. I met Giorgio Armani over there, you feel me? And then you crash right back down. And so, like, it'll be points where I was editing and I'll just break down, like, in the middle of the edit, like, and just had to just stop. So, like, the editing was, like, emotionally and mentally just draining. That was it, though. It was just the logistics with everything and just dealing with life while trying to finish this shit.
Damn, that's tough, man. Like,
yeah, it was, man. It was real tough. For a while, like, it was like, I know, like, it was at one point in time, I was gonna call Malcolm and just tell him, like, bro, I can't do it. You know, but, you know, I just got through that shit.
Persevered.
Yeah.
Got it done. That's what's up, man. Like, if anybody know, I know, like, 'cause having to deal with editing and stuff, we talked about this off camera, but editing is like 3/4 of the project. You know what I mean? Getting the foot, you can sit a camera on a wall all day.
It takes nothing to get footage.
It takes nothing to get the footage, bro. Nothing. All it is, the editing and the exportation of it is.
Takes nothing to get the footage.
Oh.
And like people, I'm pretty sure, like, and that's why I wanted to come here with you, because I know you gonna ask me certain shit, and I can explain why my videos are the way they are. That's why I never put special effects and none of that shit in my shit. Cause it's like, for what? I know that's not what y'all want. I know what y'all want. So what am I gonna waste extra time and energy into putting these special effects when y'all don't really want that?
You want the raw material.
Y'all want raw material. Like, you know, I figured that out after that game with y'all and Dev when it was at the middle school.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
And I put that out, and I was like, oh, y'all like this raw, uncut type of format.
Yeah.
Once, and then when we went up to UA house, it was easy at that point.
Man, when you get to UA, you got good lighting.
Yeah.
When we was in there, we had the windows and shit, so.
Like, that was a test run. Like, when we was at the middle school, that was a test run for me.
Okay. I was gonna get there too, man, but I was gonna say, man, is there anything else you wanted to speak on before? Because I want to get into your story a little bit as well.
Oh yeah, buy tickets.
Buy tickets. Let people know where they can get the tickets from.
You can go on fanout.com. It's a special page straight for the Malcolm Delaney story. You can pre-order the DVD. You can pre-order the movie if you can't come to the premiere. Like a lot of people in Europe, they're gonna pre-order it off of streaming, obviously. But come to the premiere, man. Like October 20th, 7 o'clock. It's gonna be at the Senator on York Road. It's gonna be a real classy red carpet affair. You know, I wanted to really bring a different type of energy to the city, not just some, yo, just come out and watch the movie. Like, nah, like come out and just enjoy and make the city look good. You know, we handed you with your ticket, you get the pre-order, and you get a glass of champagne when you come in the theater. You get to take a picture behind the backdrop, red carpet. So really try and make it a real official, you know, type of premiere type thing. So definitely get your tickets.
Get your tickets, man. You said faneye.com.
Faneye.com.
We're gonna make sure we post that too. Put that on the bottom right there, right across when we post this.
Yeah.
So they got that, put the link on there and all of that, you know what I'm saying? We get that out there for the people to get.